Hi, this is a demo video for a CI pipeline for a simple calculator app. We'll quickly go over the first three milestones and then we'll move on to the special milestone. For the first milestone, we configured a simple post commit hook that triggers a build whenever a commit is made. So as you can see, a commit is being made over here, and as you can see here, the build has been triggered. For the second milestone, we did a few tests. We wrote a few testing cases. For testing, we use Mocha.js, and as you can see, there are three test cases, actually six test cases that are passing over here for three different types of operations, and using automated test generation. And as you can see here, all there are like four test cases of each, and we use Istanbul.js to show the coverage of the test cases. For milestone 3,
So for milestone 3, which involves deployment, we create 4 instances on our AWS machine: the production, canary, Redis, and the proxy. So what we do is the proxy handles the requests. It distributes them between the production and the canary, and it uses the database at the Redis so that it knows which all instances are currently present and running. So whenever we do a commit, after the build is successful, then these 4 instances are created, as we can see over here, one after the other. And after that, what happens is we see them that they are running. The terminated ones are just the stale instances from our previous runs. So after the instances are created, what happens next is an Ansible script runs, with which all the servers instances are being configured with all the packages, and the servers are started. And now next what happens is we just visit our website to show that the server is up and running. And what we have done is we implemented feature flags. So when we set subtract true, initially we just had add and multiply buttons, and now when we reload the page we get a subtract button too, and thus we implemented feature flags. And coming to auto scaling, what happens is whenever we send an alert message, our proxy server also runs an auto scaling server, which creates a new instance and configures that using Ansible. So we can see the new instance is being created currently. Now coming to our special milestone, what we have done is we have implemented a parser bot. So the purpose of this was to make it easier for the developers to perform operations such as setting and disabling features, and also creating and destroying instances. So our CLI is a user-friendly CLI, and in order to enable any feature, all the user has to do is hit enable followed by the feature's name, and then what happens is in the background, when we reload the page, we get that the feature is enabled. Similarly, if we want to disable anything, we just hit disable and the feature's name, and after reloading we see that the feature is gone. So we can enable and disable any number of features using this particular functionality. Next we come to the spawn instance command. So whenever user hits spawn instance, an instance is spawned on the AWS, and also it is configured with all the packages, and our project is deployed on that particular instance. So the user just needs to hit spawn instance. We can see here after hitting spawn instance we find that a new instance has been spawned. It's in the initializing state for now. Next, coming to the destroy instance command, whenever we destroy an instance, it randomly destroys a particular instance and it gives us which instance has been destroyed, and here we can see that the instance is being shut down.
So one thing that we realized throughout the course is it's really difficult to keep track of all the builds that you have made. So what we did is we used this service called Zapier, and we connected it with Google Sheets and Slack. So what we do is whenever a build is triggered, Zapier sends a message. Zapier sends a message to the Slack channel. So all you have to do is make a Slack channel with all the developers on it, and whenever anyone pushes something and a build is triggered, everyone gets a message. So here you can see you get the name of the name of the project and the link for it, so then anyone can go and visit it. The other thing is keeping track of all the builds. So here you can see, you cannot see all of the builds, but here you can see the build number 4. This is the build number 40, and you can also see it's a success, and the phases, the commit that triggered it, the build, the branch that on which the build is triggered. So this is a very nifty way of keeping track of all your builds at once without actually having to go back to Jenkins, just so you can check the status of any of your builds. That's it from our side. Thank you.